Within the body of Christ, there's a wide range of youth ministries, and ours is really going after the secular kid.
The kid who would never, ever, ever think about coming to anybody's church. To go after the kids that many people in society are scared to walk alongside of.
We don't shame kids. We don't try to change their behavior and then convert them. We try to love them into the kingdom.
We want to get to know them as people. And we have a line in our mission statement that even if kids do not respond to the gospel, we're still going to love them. We do not have an office where kids drop by. We really encourage our staff and volunteers to get out there where kids are.
Meeting them at the high school, meeting them at the football field, meeting them on the soccer field, meeting them at a swim meet, and just hanging out with kids, winning the right to be heard.
There are two terms that we talk about when we do Young Life ministry. Young Life is our high school ministry, and then Wildlife is for junior high kids.
We work with kids in the suburbs. We work with inner city kids, kids with disabilities, military kids who are in other countries.
Young Life's program is adaptable in cultures all around the world. And so we have Young Life clubs in Mongolia, in Costa Rica, the United Kingdom.
I love Young Life's motto is every kid everywhere for eternity. It's every kid.
I think the Message Bible writes it perfectly when it says, "And the Word became flesh and moved into the neighborhood." And Young Life is composed of men and women in the flesh who move into the neighborhood and hang out with teenagers.
My first time going out and being with kids was very terrifying.
If you haven't done it in a while, just walk on a campus in a high school, walk up to a 16, 17-year-old group of kids and say, "Hi."
I didn't know what the kids would think of me.
If I get a kid to kind of give me a, "What's up?" I've made great progress with him. Like, I'm in. He knows me. He gave me this.
From there, you can begin to build a friendship, begin to earn a trust. Slow process.
I believe it's just showing up and letting God do the rest.
It's based on that the good stuff begins to happen. In Young Life Club, many kids are hearing the story of Jesus for the very first time.
What we try to do is to provide a platform to share the gospel.
We have humor, we have fun.
You can feel the electricity if you go in, you can feel like everybody laughing.
They sing songs, they do skits, and then they hear a gospel presented in a way that they can understand.
When they would get personal and tell the stories about Jesus in their own life, I automatically saw that that is what made them who they are, and that is what made them invest in me, and that is what made them love each other.
At Club, we tell the gospel. And in Campaigners, we're doing application.
They need a place to go a little further, ask harder questions, be in a safe environment, trying a few ideas on for size about what it means to actually walk in a relationship with Jesus.
Kids get plugged into church. Kids need a place that when Young Life's not there, the local church is a place that's going to meet their need.
Young Life turned my life around, just seriously. I feel that I was one of the diamonds that was in the dirt, and all I needed was a little rinsing off and for somebody to find me.
I just got tired of lying, not being myself. Where's my life going? Like, I'm gonna be drunk all my life? Like, that's not me. I can't do that. I need to, like, get a direction, like, know where I'm gonna go.
If I hadn't had Young Life in my life would be nothing like it is today, because I wouldn't have a relationship with Christ, and everything would be completely different.
Once once I went to camp, I started to understand that it wasn't the people that I was hanging out with, and it wasn't the club, the activities, the funny skits or anything. It was that God was present whenever Young Life was around. It's one of the most important things in my entire life.
Young Life is about an individual Christian adult going to the world of kids for the sake of one kid at a time.
This verse just hit me, and I said, I'm gonna kick this to y'all. For the whole law is fulfilled in one word. In the statement, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Here's what's up. Christianity ain't about the law. It ain't about following all these rules. It's about one thing only, and that's love. Because here's the deal. If I love Jesus, how am I gonna live?
When my grandma passed and everything, I was an emotional wreck. But I think coming to Young Life was the most, matter of fact, coming to Young Life was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because it helped me get back on my feet, and it helped me get back to the Lord, and I believe in the Lord a lot stronger now. And I thank the Young Life people for that, because y'all show me love, and y'all keep it real with me, and I keep it real with y'all. And that's one thing I'm going to miss.
Young Life is love, and they do one thing, and they're not trying to replace the church, but they're trying to show the kids like us about Jesus, and that Young Life really is love, and without it, we'd be much sadder and have a much less exciting week, all of us.
Really, y'all have really changed my life around. I wouldn't be who I am today without any.
That summer when I went to
Shark Top.
When we went to Shark Top, that's when I really accepted Jesus in my life. And I never really would have got that without the leaders here. And just wanted to thank y'all, because without you, my life.
Well, I guess in the end, I was looking to try and find who I really am, and I definitely found it. I definitely found more than I would ever expect.
Everything that they talked about was going to come home with me. It's going to stay with me. So really not much is going to go away.
Talks about God. I thought I learned a lot, and I thought that I definitely have progressed in my spiritual mind.
I guess Young Life made me understand God more. Just let it all out, talk to Young Life leaders. It can be amazing, man. Especially God.
But I started coming my sophomore year, and I learned then that leaders really do care, and they're always going to be there for you. And it's really helped me into deeper studies and realizing that when everybody else turns on you, your Young Life leaders are always going to be there.